When it comes to Smite, everyone has their favorite doggo. Either it's Kohler sitting around with Scotty, maybe you love the little moon dog sitting next to Erlong Shin, or perhaps you're a big old fan of my boy Fenrir the Unbound, who's made his way over into Smite 2 as one of the original 14 gods. We're gonna go over his kit here a little bit, talk about what's changed, what's the same, what the scaling goes off of, whether it's strength or intelligence, and then I'll throw it ahead into a match for you guys. But since that's what we're here to do, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now Fenrir still has this passive right here, Unbound Runes. Essentially, you stack up runes. You can go up to 5 of these. Once you have full 5 runes, all of your abilities are going to get an extra little part to them. Starting with your one here, called Unchained, you leap forward and you deal physical damage, and when you're at 5 runes, it's also going to stun. Now that does consume your runes, but you gotta remember you get 3 runes on a successful hit, so if you just jump on somebody regularly and you don't have full runes, it will give you 3 runes. So that's very good right there. That does scale, as you can see on the right side, with 85% strength, and the stun duration does not increase at all, just the damage. And hitting an enemy god with this reduces the ability of the cooldown by 30%, so that's an extra little nice thing right there that they add in. Going over here to our 2, that's going to be our little self-buff that we have, a stim as you want to call it. That's going to be called Seething Howl. We get increased strength, attack speed, and lifesteal, as you can see on the right side of the screen. This does scale as in the strength stat, but the attack speed and the lifesteal are a base 25% and 20% respectively. That lasts for 6 seconds, and at 5 runes, allied gods around you also get the increased lifesteal, which is pretty darn good when you think about it. Like if your hunter walked up to you at Kurnos, for instance, and you pop this in the early game, he also gets 20% lifesteal. You could really sustain against a 2v2 pretty well with that. Now, last but not least, if you don't have 5 runes, this is going to give you 3 runes, although I showed you in the gameplay today, so you'll get there soon, and I'm going to tell you right now, this ability is giving 2 runes, not 3. It says it's giving 3, but every single time that I popped it, it gave me 2. So keep that in mind, it's actually 2 runes. Coming to our 3 here, we still have Brutalize, of course. You go forward, you can latch onto an enemy, and it's going to just keep slashing at them, right? At 5 runes, the strength scaling is increased, then all runes are consumed, but you do get 1 rune per successful hit if not at 5 runes. So very good stuff there. You can see on the right side here a bunch of extra spice tests, text that tells you like what this ability does. It actually can critical strike, so you could build some criticals into your kit. I think it can trigger both ability basic attack item effects, so it does trigger item effects now. If you came from Smite 1, then you know that on Smite 1 it doesn't. I think it might have used to in Smite 1, but kind of like crit a mirror, you know, they were like, we shouldn't do this anymore, so they changed it, and nowadays it doesn't. But in Smite 2, it is back, and it does go ahead and proc those items, which is pretty fun. You'll see that in the gameplay a little bit today. But of course, down here for our scaling, it's all going to be off of strength, and then we do have some extra regular scaling for the base stats, and then you can see the prots here that you get actually scale with your level. Last but not least, we have Ragnarok, which is going to be our ultimate. You just become really big, you get CC immune, you get movement speed, physical protections, and magical protections, and then your next basic attack is going to be a little cone in front of you that can grab somebody with your big old honking teeth. You go ahead, you carry them to any position, and you get 5 full runes from that, so this fully stacks your runes when you press your ultimate button. Now you can see on the right side here, it's going to be 100% strength scaling for this, so again, just scales off of strength, and if you notice a pattern here, Fenrir is not a hybrid god. Nothing he has scales off of intelligence, it all scales off of strength, so you only need to build strength items. You could build intelligence items, but it's not really going to do much for you because you're scaling off of strength. You can see here some regular scaling inside of here, and your movement speed is always set at 75% extra boost in your ultimate, but your protections do scale inside of this ult. Right now, Fenrir does not have any skins in the game, so that's kind of stinky, but it's okay. We can still rock the regular old guy here, and it's feeling pretty good. Had a nice little game for you guys here where I get a lot of kills, and only one little misstep of a death, we absolutely slaughter the enemy team, get all the way to their Titan, and take it down. So if you guys are excited to see that, then hopefully you stick around for all of it, because I think you very much enjoy yourself. If you want to see some other videos that I made on Smite 2, you can go ahead and check out my Kukulkan video, my Loki video, or my Odin video, which are all out already. Go to my channel page, I'm sure you can find those there very easily, and I have a playlist called Smite 2 Alpha Test, where I'm doing all the gods as fast as I can, just kind of covering whatever I can as a one-man show while we are in these alpha tests. But all that out of the way, I think we're ready to get in this gameplay, so let's go ahead and hop on into it. Oh baby, alright, get ready, we gotta lock this roll, and you can press X, you can see the menu kind of pops up here early, which is pretty funny to me. The second one is jungle, I believe, so we'll pick that, and then go Finn Roarington, and hopefully, just hopefully, I can actually get a good match this time, because I have been not kidding good games like all day now. It sucked. It's just been enemies F6ing, enemies F6ing, enemies F6ing, or my team is just terrible, and then my team never quits. Like the same thing in Smite 1, I find, where like I'll be playing well, and if you play well enough in a Smite match, the thing is you can make it to where your gold lead and stuff isn't as bad, and you can do some nice ganks and kind of make your team feel like they're not losing as bad as they are. And then once they kind of get to that late game and you're like, guys, we don't have a chance in this. Trust me, like, I've been to all your lanes, I've seen you playing. It's not going to be a good look. And they're like, no, no, come on, we'll stick it out, we'll stick it out. And they keep F7ing, and you get late game and get crushed. And you're like, you kind of get what I was saying now, like where my point was. And they're like, okay, you know what, there we go. So hopefully, none of my teammates called their roles, so maybe they're a 4-stack, or more likely, they probably just all picked gods that line up with their roles anyways, so that'll work for us. But yeah, so it's been hard to get a good match here, so hopefully we can do it now. But the only upside to having trouble finding a good match is that I've played a decent amount of Fenrir here now. So I've seen some items on him that I enjoy building now, so I can give you kind of a little heads up on what I've enjoyed building, and show that to you, how I like to do my start in the jungle here, and we'll talk about all that kind of stuff. We're level R3 first. Brulite is good for this wave clear here. You could also do your 1 if you wanted to, but we're going to get that second anyways, and I think the 3 is better for the early clear. So, I like going straight into a Jotun's Revenge. Pretty simple. Gives you some strength and cooldown, which is obviously very good, although it will make you quite mana hungry as you go through those abilities in the early game. Keep that in mind. We might talk about that some more, but you also get the passive here, where when you do get a kill on an enemy god or an assist, mind you, you get 2 seconds off your regular abilities and 6 seconds off your ultimate. We'll get 3 of each pod here because we got the money for it, so we might as well. And then we're left with 50 gold. We can click this again so that once we come back to base, we can immediately go ahead and grab it. Don't know where Anubis wants to go here. I guess we'll figure it out, but we got the dog boys in this one with me and him, so that's pretty sick. I have been liking starting on this XP camp, clearing this, doing the other XP camp, and then going straight to my yellow. And if you do that, I don't know how it works with splitting XP. I guess if he wants to start with me, maybe that's fine. Yeah, good. I was going to say, I'd rather he go to lane, to be honest with you. I don't know what he's doing. Goodbye? You don't have to stay here. Like, you can go to lane, clear your wave, buddy. So you can help Chalk if you want to. I don't really care. But I'd rather do these solo, to be completely honest with you. Essentially, you can do these and your yellow camp, and you get to level 2. And then once you're level 2, you can go ahead and decide if you want to gank either middle lane or right lane if you really wanted to. I suppose you could even take a teleporter to left lane and go for that. But as you're going to see minions spawn now, 25 seconds is when these actual camps are going to spawn. And from what I've seen, I like middle laners usually starting in the actual lane, clearing a wave or 2, and then going to your red buff. One start that I did a couple games ago that I really liked was starting on my red buff. And then or actually starting at the blue with the solo laner, and you guys do red and blue together, you and the solo laner, and then you go to farm your wave after that. And I was like, oh, actually, this is a pretty nice start. I enjoyed it when I did it. So that's a start that I was looking at. I don't know if there's like a more of a universalized start that other people are liking right now, because I haven't really watched any other content creators today. I watched them on the first day of the alpha a little bit, some other people, and there still wasn't like universal start. Like everyone was just doing their thing. So I'm assuming, I'm watching right side here because they're still fighting and they're going pretty deep in the jungle. So if the enemy jungler is close, they could gank way easier than me because they're on their side of the map. But I have a jump now and I have my runes charged. Ooh, look how low that Bellona is. If I could get there. I hear someone. Maybe on those left camps. Okay, well it looks like they got their purple. Oh, is it a Bellona and a mirror in this lane? Okay, in that case, I'm going to prioritize this camp right here. This is another thing you can do. If you can't find a good gank opportunity, at the very least you can walk over here, do this camp, and get some good XP and gold from this. And I mean, someone's got to do it, so it might as well be us, right? And it looks like they're going to do fine on their own here, to be honest with you. So I might just slap down a Wardington and kick it over to middle lane, because it looks like my Anubis could use some help. But again, we could stop for this camp right here, but look at this Loki. You might have a chance of killing here. I didn't want to go on the tower at all, but I saw an opportunity that I could get away with it. That's first blood for us, so that's very nice. That's why we're looking at our maps. And Bacchus is actually doing this side camp, which is weird to me. I don't know why he left the lane. He shouldn't be rotating quite yet. Let's just help him out with basics here, because if I can do that, I'm going to be able to gank middle again and maybe get this kill with a nice stun. Oop. I was deciding if I needed to right-click there or not to cancel my ability early, and it was looking like I didn't, so fine with me. Amir is here. And I'm not saying his famous catch line, I'm just saying literally he's here. You want your red buff, buddy? Okay. Why are we all pinging? Stop it! I'm getting overwhelmed! The noise is loud and my brain is not liking it. Loki's in mid, he doesn't have an ult, so I'm pretty sure we're good there. Oh, frick, I thought his poison hit me. Although, I might have a chance to gank left. Please stop pinging. I get it. This is a Neath. Ooh, she's not looking. Let's go ahead and grab this for him. Now, I might be able to go over this wall and do something, and or get their blue if she hasn't done it. She has. Darn. Well, that's a fun route, isn't it? Whatever, I'll help him clear really quick, this big guy at least. Yeah, maybe not, whatever. She's being a little butthole girl. Honestly, I'll just back and get some early itemization here because we can get both of our tier 2s here, which is a pretty nice bump. Or actually, sorry, we get a tier 1 and a tier 2 item here. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell with how they lay these stuff out. But if you can wait a little longer to back, usually what you want to do is back once you can get these first side or back camps again and get your yellow another time. But backing like this isn't too bad. We're really close to getting our yellow again, so I think we can wait. Excuse me. Oh yeah, we got 10 seconds here. So we'll grab that, and then we'll see about kicking it over to right lane, and maybe we can finally get a kill with them. Looks like they're going to get killed, maybe. Yeah, Bacchus died. This is something I talked about in one of my recordings where they need to maybe pop up the kills on the screen a little faster, because one thing I noticed, first of all, this Brutalize is so glitched when it comes to taking this buff, and you like teleport behind it all the time. But I gank Zeus. Ooh, he's getting outskilled. Fuck. Or not, he got outskilled or out bullshitted, but yep. I'm gonna say Amir is here. I just don't know where Loki is, so I need to be a little careful. So if Loki walks in here, you know, walking his pet goldfish, that could be kind of bad for us. It'd also be bad for the goldfish because, well, they can't breathe on land. I found that out the hard way. But I think we're fine. We'll probably just kick this camp's butt cheeks and maybe just back to base. Hello there, Shockington. How are you? Hi there. I would help you, but I need to go heal really quick, so if you'll pardon me, I'm going to go do so. Could have waited until I had this full item. But I might look to just run down straight to right lane and get a gank on that. And if that doesn't work out, I might TP over to left. Now again, though, these back camps, they come up really quick. Like, look, we just did this. Went around a little world tour, and they're back up again. So you can keep farming these things pretty easily, and you want to, because the faster you get these leveled up, the faster they can start dropping trinkets. I'm gonna stay on my way. They're doing fine and duo by themselves. Here, big man. Why did that lock onto the fucking minion? Okay, yeah, that's not what I clicked, but I respect it. I mean, I don't at all, but, like, thank you. Hi-Rez, I love that. I will say some targeters are just, like, completely off and stuff. Cool. You accomplished nothing. And now you're dying. Good job, buddy. Spaced him out, we like it. Get some lifesteal here. No, I'm not gonna dive him anymore. I'm gonna go do farm, because I keep sitting there trying to kill the same fucking doofball over again. Oh my god. I don't know if I can catch this sucker. I'm gonna say enemies are coming left, so you can be careful. Going back this way. That's what I was waiting for. Whoa. Could have beached that. I thought about it. I might die to Loki here, but at the very least I can pick that up. And then I can hopefully go back under tower here and just back to base, perhaps? Get our full Jotuns, and that'll start helping us out a lot. I don't really care if you got some random red buff, because Anubis isn't trying to get it anyways. That's the one thing. Red buff is really far away from... I'm going to go lifesteal here next, by the way. I think Bloodforge is good, and I've been trying to experiment with this Reaper a little bit, because I think it could be really good. I'll show you the passive on that when we get closer to actually building it. But I think red buff is just too far away from middle lane. Like, I'd like to see it moved over by, like, 50%, because I just don't understand why it's so far. Like, it just seems weird to me. Because walking over there as a middle laner feels hard, because you have to walk away from your entire lane, right? And just... you know you're going to be losing XP because minions are going to be pushing in while you're gone, and you don't have a choice. You have to accept that. You have to just sit there and go, okay, well, I guess I'll just lose some XP now and gold. And it's like, that's never a fun option. That's never what the option should be, is either I lose farm or I lose my buff. But that's what it is here. Not that time, kiddo. My ultimate actually worked and locked on, so you're screwed. Still have some blue bots here, so might just pop my 2, get some attack speed and lifesteal from this, heal up a little bit, and focus on clearing these waves, since got my boy saved and he back to base anyways. We can also secure this gold buff here in middle, which is actually called a gold blessing. And we see a mirror in right lane, so maybe I could go over there and give that a gank as well, although I don't have my ult for 40 seconds, but it shouldn't matter too much. And I'll say gank right lane, and on my way, we are 2 levels ahead of this Amir. Ooh, look at this Amir, actually. Where's he going? I'm assuming maybe he's either checking our buffs, or he's looking for a ganking zone. Where he walked towards middle? Where did bro go? There he is. He just took a trip around the fucking world. I don't know if he has his freeze yet. I'm assuming not. There we go. I was assuming he probably used it before on Anubis. If he hadn't, I would have been kind of confused, because it'd be like, you're getting your cheek holes kicked, and for some reason you're saving your freeze? Just in case I come here? Like, okay. You look at this Neath. She's someone I'd like to kill. My shock is ahead, and I think he's actually lost some tower health, but I think it's just because she's being a little schluzer. Like, it's hard to fight her. And if we're going to gank her, we need to try to do it from her side of the jungle, so we need to try to evade her on this mini-map a little bit and see if maybe we can get something on here. Like this. Stole the buff. Ah, how did that not grab? Sometimes this shit feels like it insta-grabs, other times it's like, nah, Loki's here. Say if I get walled here, it's the only problem. But I think I'm fine. But no, I'm going to Fury this. Yeah, I was going to say, as long as I jump over this wall. Enemy's incoming left. Say that twice, and I'll just back to base. She also used her ult, buddy, so you might have a chance at killing there. I don't know. Okay. Loki might try to jump on me with his ult. No, he's in mid. I didn't really care if he wanted to hit me right there. Just kind of worthless for him, so I was like, whatever, bring it on. And now they kill Bologna, beautiful. And knowing my luck, I go in here, I get a good team, and the enemies are going to be losers and F6. So I'll just wait for that, as always. And in Smite 1, like, it's whatever. This is why I stopped playing casual matches in Smite 1. I only started playing ranked because I couldn't get full matches anymore. Everyone would just quit. And Smite 1's old enough to where it's like, I guess you kind of get it, because people just want to go and find a real match if they can. And by real match, I mean somewhere where they have a chance. But it's these people picking like Neath solo, and then they want to go ahead and sit there in F6, and it's like, seriously? Like, play the game. You, just to put this in perspective, people bought the alpha, paid money for it with the Founders Pack. I don't have my stun, but I can still gank this kid. This locks onto him through his stealth, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, wow, I thought I would need more damage to kill him, but I guess I didn't. Alright, brother. See ya. See you later. Enemy missing rights. You mean... Oh, wait. No, there's not enemy missing right. Is he right? I don't know. Hello there, Neath. Our blue buff's coming up in a little while. What do you think of that? Thought I would just stop by for it. I might just bully her a little bit, like just do a little damage, just get her back flip at her. Fine by me. She might chase me down a little bit, but I doubt not too much. She also put her ward down right there. I actually saw a place on the map. I'm gonna stay on my way. I have my ult up in 30 seconds, so I'm not gonna have it for this fight. I don't have my runes yet, but if I pop my 2, I'll actually get some runes that I can use here. Which is very nice for us. It's a good thing your 2 does. See, if you don't have max runes, you press 2, you get some runes. It says it gives you 3, but I've seen several instances where I've only gotten 2 from it. So I don't know if that's a bug, or if it's just mistyped as the number there, or what exactly is going on. But I've seen it not actually give me the amount of runes it said it should sometimes. So keep that in mind. I'm not sure what's going on there. We can get this full item now. So you want to take this tower? I'll take a tower with you. Why not? Got my 2 up, so we might as well. Can split some bounties with him. There we go. Final bounty. That's a lot of extra farm for us. And I'm going to go back to base. I can't even say I'm returning to base because it's still bugged out and you can't VGS while you're backing if you press a movement key, because then it stops it. That needs to be fixed by next time, and I am hoping it will. Also, when you start pulling up the VGS, it's so weird. Like, watch my FPS in the top left when I start pulling up VGSs. See that? Look how it, like, fluctuates like crazy. I don't know why the VGS just ruins it. It's so weird. Okay, who do they have? They don't have any crazy healers on their team, so I don't have to go for Brawler's Ruin, which is like Brawler's Beatstick, you know, it's anti-heal. What else did I build earlier? I forget. I think I tried this thing the other day on Loki, and I never really got to, like, fiddle with it, actually, because I popped it that one time on accident, because, again, the VGS is glitched out is why I popped it on accident. And the game ended. We finished the game before I really got to try to use it. I'm going to get my yellow here and then maybe TP left because I see them fighting over there, and that could be pretty good for us. If we can gank that, maybe get a few kills. I don't really know why Cardinals is just running over there like a dumbass just to die, to be honest with you. It didn't really make much sense to me, but he is, so go off, King. Let's just go ahead. Breathe this down with our 2 on. There we go. And I'll TP over there. I see Zeus is there too, so they're going to keep sliding around like freaks. I might as well try to take advantage of it a little bit and see if I can get a good fight with the team. Now they're in mid, which is funny. Of course, I walk all the way over here to get to a teleporter, and now they're in mid. But it would still be a good surprise if I walk in with 2 of my teammates from the left side of the jungle when they haven't seen me for a while, because they'll be like, where the heck is Fenrir? And then we all just walk in together. It'd be pretty good. I'm going to say gank middle lane. Hopefully the team kind of listens. Shock. You're going the wrong way to gank middle lane, buddy. Okay. I don't have my runes either. I need to get my runes up. Get your runes up. There's not even anyone here. Where? Okay, now they're in right. These guys are just walking around everywhere. See, I only got 2 runes from that. If you go back and look in the bottom left, it only gave me 2. It's been a little silly. I don't understand why it says 3. I don't know why it says 3. I don't know if I can reach them with this. Ah, I can't. I'm just gonna beach this, and then immediately 3 this kid. Got him. Yeah, just pre-beezing there, you know, again, we got that Smite 1 tech down, so I was like, I'll just pre-beeze this freeze from the Amir, and then I'll just commit to him with some basics, kill him, and then immediately go on my 3 on the Loki so I can just take him down. Bro's looking over there at that, we love it. See, if I had my next item here, I could have just gone big mode there, and just immediately dumped on them with a bunch of extra damage. Would have been pretty cool. I mean, obviously I didn't really need the extra damage. Maybe we do gold, because Anubis is close, and he has ult. Nope, he's going left. So, cancel that. Jesus Christ. People don't listen, bro. We have such a nice lead, and it's like, hey, let's start getting objectives so we can extend it. And they're like, yep, sounds good, sounds good. Anyways. Okay. You have a fucking ward here, brother? What? Why did you randomly start backing on that wall and then... Okay, they're actually doing gold even though I said never mind to it because they weren't originally actually listening to me, but... Now they are. Hello there, Bellana. Goodbye, Bellana. Got it. Awesome. Alright, good. They actually listened to me. That's what I was waiting for. It's like, why are we not going for this? Like, this is the freest thing in my life. He's going to beat up in the middle a little bit. That's Loki ult. And don't have my runes. Wondering how much it matters. I don't think Loki will go for anything here, so I'm going to go back to base. Can't tell them I'm going back to base because, you know, it would break my backing because... SMITE 2. But... That's okay. Okay, now we have an active, so we can press Q down here. We can go big mode. I never really showed you the passive on this, but you can read that if you want to really quick. Go ahead and pause if you'd like to. What has more strength on it? There's a lot of stuff with strength on it here. Oh yeah, I was doing Hydras earlier. We could try to hit some Hydras cancels. So maybe we'll look into that a little bit. That could be fun. Oh, somebody dropped a trinket back here and they didn't even pick it up. Okay, my team's starting to feed a little bit now for some reason. Respect, respect. The only deaths we have are just randomly before my team is deciding to die. And I'm like, what? Oh, that's interesting. These stack up on the ground over a couple times of being taken. Yeah, these trinkets are pretty good. They give you a nice little health shield, especially if you're doing like this and you get 3 of them, like 336. We can go get the other 2 on the other backside. Although I don't know if anybody's been killing those as much, because I killed those left side backs a few times, but not like a crazy amount. This is Pathfinder level 2 still. We'll pick that up. And I see this Loki in the left jungle. Maybe I could gank him. Maybe I could just get this gold. Oh, look at this guy. Running away. Where'd their Lokington go? We don't know. No clue. Okay, do you guys want to do fire, or... Ooh, there's a Zeus in mid. Ooh, he's running up to help this guy. I see you, Bacchus. I'm going to give you some help, buddy. Yo, I went big, guys. Look how big I am. You're on bunk. I'm big. I'm so big. Okay, that shit's pretty funny. Well, what are you guys doing? Do you want to do fire? No? Just gonna run around like chickens with your dicks cut off? I don't think we can do it just us, Shock. Maybe we could. I really don't know the damage numbers on it, to be fair. I don't know if it takes a bunch or if it's pretty easy. I'm really not sure. I haven't done fire too many times. Look at this Loki. Oh, he's going for this. Yep. He just ulted away. What a little cock. Alright, well, I'm gonna steal your red now. Purely out of respect. What a little dude. Loki's so easy to play, too, and he feels really good in this. That's something that I've talked about a little bit, but obviously all the recordings didn't get used because they have all been bullshitted. Yoink! Got her. What the heckers? Alright, well. You just gonna sit there, Amir? We're gonna hang out with each other? Watch this. I'm gonna back to base. By the way, you can VGS time yourself out by last spamming. Look at this. Look at it. You've been flood protected. Look in the bottom left. What are we doing there? It's just too far, iRes. You can spam time me out, alright? For saying that's too bad, or you brought cancel that, I'm fine with that. But if you lock me out of VGS for laugh spamming, I would honestly rather lose my middle finger than have that be acceptable. And I am holding the run button with that right now, so I need the middle finger. All right. They might come over here. They might do gold. Trying to keep our eyes open, so I put a Wardington down here. Okay, is there passive XP? I don't know. Let's go ahead and clear this. You can see our Hydra's Lament proc now. See that? A little bit of extra damage. It showed it was yellow there. That's our Hydra, so it'll be pretty good for us. They're still not doing this. No, okay. There's a Loki there. Got 2 levels on him. Yoink! Yeah, bump, bump. Bye-bye. Okay, can we do Gold Fury again? You guys have ultimates? You do. Cool, I'm ready to do it. Yeah, random purple buff? Way better than Gold Fury. Let's do it. You want to tank it? You want me to tank it? I don't really want to tank it, but I'll do it for a second, perhaps. Alright, I'm going to surrender it now. Let them do it. Pop R2. End it off. There we go. Good job. Now we can do Fire Giant, if you guys want to. That's our second gold, so that's good for us. Nearby friendly minions take reduced damage and deal more damage. That's good. Helps us be able to do these little sieges soon that we're going to need to do. Haven't seen any of the enemies for a while. There's a Zeusington. Yeah, you down for this? Reesh. I like that. I like that. We're going to save our 1 and hopefully build our runes up so if somebody does walk up, we can go ahead and just stun them. Shock needs to position this, yeah, right where he's standing. You want to stand on the opposite side when you're tanking fire. Specifically when it does this attack that it has a big cone on it. I'm going to show you that attack in a second once he uses it. Should be the next attack, I feel like. So let me stand over here since I'm tanking it now. So see this attack? We want him to cast that on the other side, because see, it leaves this big fire field behind. If we were to leave that behind us, then our entire team would have to deposition themselves incorrectly just to avoid that fire. But if we stand on the other side and deposition ourselves, especially if you're the tank or the solo who should have been tanking it, but for some reason I had to, then it just makes it much easier to where you can actually keep that damage away from your teammates and stay safe. Okay, he should be gone. He went to the jungle. There he is on our teammate. I'm just going to say attack left tower because we can kind of ignore them for now and start sieging a little bit. If they want to rotate around here, then they can fight us. But... oh, you forgot a minion there, buddy. Good thing we got Warhorn, so these are going to be stronger. And we have Tier 2 Gold Fury. I was wondering what this little flag over the minion's heads meant. And I think I understand now that if you have 2 Gold Furies, that's what it means. Just going to brutalize her immediately. Take her out. Just going to hold him right here. I'm going to jump out of here really quick. Then we'll jump back in. Use my 2, get some attack speed from it, and then just smack down this Phoenix. Pretty good stuff there. For some reason, I'm tanking, and the game is really not... why is it doing that? Hi-Res? I saw this in some other people's content as well. First of all, the noise for hitting towers is way too loud. Like, did you hear how loud it was there? And I have it, my audio turned down way more for you guys, just so you understand. But you leave Phoenix range, and it still shoots an extra shot at you. Like, I was completely out. An entire second and a half had gone by. Why am I still getting shot at? Also, I feel like we're in SMITE 2. Can we please make a system of tanking towers that makes sense? I feel like the towers should be able to analyze who the healthiest person on a team is, and or the person with the most protections, the most health overall, max HP, whatever it is, and target that player. Because there's no universe where me, as the last person to enter the tower line, by the way, because I left and then re-entered it, so I wasn't I the last one to walk in? I could be wrong about that. I'll rewatch it, but I'm pretty sure I left and re-entered after we got those kills. So why was I tanking it anyways? What's the logic there? It doesn't make sense because I was the closest, because also no, everyone was touching it and hitting it. It just doesn't make sense to me. That shit needs to change because it's starting to get a little bit annoying. But either way, what does this thing do? When you use an ability, you gain 3% movement speed and 5 cooldown. Oh, really? Isn't that, oh wait, let me get this right here. We can go to a Sentry Ward. There we go. Let's go get our yellow buff. This is kind of like Serrated Edge. 3% movement speed and 5 cooldown rate. Except for instead of lifesteal, it has cooldown rate. It's pretty good then. Huh, we'll give it a try at least. I'll tell you the build we have so far. Solid stuff. I need to actually, maybe more intentionally, actually use my Hydras and Mint procs, because they could do a lot of damage. I'm not even like fully paying attention to them. 2 more Gold Furies here. Well, we get 1 more, and the one after that, nice, will be an Ancient Fury, which will stun their Phoenixes for 2 minutes. But, did you want to? Yeah, I'll start this. Bop, 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 bop. Well, you kind of missed there, buddy, but I forgive you. I think he's going to back to base anyway, so if he wants to tank it, I'll let him. Because he was backing before I told him to stop and do the Gold Fury. So I'm assuming he's going to back immediately. Yeah, he is. If you know somebody's going to back, you might as well let them tank, because, hell, they're going to go heal, and you're not going back to base, so, you know, let them go heal, get their mana back, get their item, whatever, and you can chill outside with increased, you know, health, your full health, so we'll just let him get out of here. Look at my Trinket Shield, by the way. 822 health for my Trinket Shield. Hubba hubba. Alright. She's just taking those. She shouldn't have eyes on me. She started aiming that ult down, and I was like, bitch, what is you aiming at? You're not gonna get me, Chief. Should be a little bit of a shorter one if we actually finish here soon, but I'm fine with that. Ooh, look at that left lane. We have good cooldowns here, so I should be able to do this. Run up on this kid before he can back. Hello. Dude, I'm so fast. Oh my god, I'm so fast because I've been using my abilities. What's up? Damn it. I was hoping I could cancel my ult early to sketch him out and then immediately use my jump on him and stun him. But he was pretty smart about it, and he actually just kind of panicked beads, to be honest with you. I don't think he really meant to beads. He kind of just like panicked and did it. But it still worked out for him. I can go for a gank here since my team is pushing this right bird. So I can just walk in behind them. I think that's what I'll do. Oh, I pressed that early. I hate that. If you tap the number button twice, it just goes early. Jump, 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 jump. Stunning. Another kill. We'll take it. One for the road. That's a good enough match for me. I've been waiting to get just at least like a full match. And I was almost full build. There's only one item I was missing. And I gotta remember to use these active items because I keep forgetting to use them. Like I could have gone big at some point there. If I went big there and had 20% extra damage from this doofus, which it won't highlight, I guess, I would have killed that freaking Loki. So I should have made that. Shouldn't have made that mistake. I need to start using those active items a little more, but it's just my Smite 1 brain. I'm not there yet, but we'll get there as we play more. But that was a good match. Very solid team. I really appreciate that. And more so than anything, I appreciate the enemy team. Although some of them definitely like rage quit there to where they stopped moving in the fountain, like Zeus. And I think the Amir, which, you know, it's like whatever. But at least we got to play the full match out and actually kill the Titan. But at least they stayed in. Like props to the Loki and the Bellona and the Neith who, you know, maybe not the greatest players, struggling a little bit. They still played the entire match out and like tried to fight us. So, wait, why do they have 0? No, they had kills. What the heck? That's weird. Anyways, hope that you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you think of Fenrir. He's feeling pretty good in my opinion. And I think all the changes they made with his rune to his kit have definitely helped. And he's feeling quite solid. Tell me what you're building with him as well. Or if you're not even playing Smite 2 because you're just watching content for it, then, well, hopefully you at least enjoyed what you've seen. And tell me what you think is looking good on Fenrir here and just in the game in general and things that maybe you're apprehensive about. Because I'd love to hear your opinions on that, especially as I'm going to make my own video here talking about the first alpha weekend once it's over in a couple days. I would love to hear your guys' opinions, so maybe I can put your thoughts towards that as well. Anyways, that's going to do it for me today, so as always, have a great day.